Hello everyone and welcome back to Miss K Makeup. Today's video is going to be a full face of Essence makeup. So if you did not know, Essence is a very affordable brand. I believe that the only place that I've seen it sold is in Ulta, but they obviously have an online site and it is sold in other retailers. So I want to show you guys some products. Now this is going to be a complete first impressions for the most part. There are a couple products that I already had that I'm going to implement into this video, but 90% of this is going to be all new products I've never tested before, and I'm super excited and I hope you guys like it. So funny story, if anyone remembers in my last video where I talked about the Too Faced bag, that says something about being very pretty. This is the bag. This is what it looks like. I just have all of the Essence products in here because it was a nice size bag that would hold everything. I have my little jar with the eyelashes on it, but you can't see it obviously. Okay, so I'm going to start with primer, and this is the Essence. Oh, I guess I don't need to say Essence for every single product. So this is the Fresh and Fit Awake Primer. And I actually heard someone talk about this before on YouTube, so I'm really excited to try it. I'm pretty sure it's like a glowier primer, so I'm just going to take a little bit and we're going to rub it all over the face. I'm really excited. Oh, I think I got too much. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's going to be so glowy. Okay. I was not really ready for that. Didn't expect it to be that glowy. Okay. We are glowing more than we already were. Okay, so I actually turned the ring light down a little bit and grabbed a towel. So anyway, this is extremely glowy, but it feels really nice on the skin. It feels quite hydrating, but that could have been the skincare that I put up underneath. But it feels really amazing. And I'm gonna look up close. I don't see any like glitter particles. Oh, maybe a little. No, it doesn't look like there's any glitter particles. It just looks really hydrated. So, next product. They did not have a foundation. I did look online and it showed that they had a foundation, but I couldn't find it anywhere in store, and I didn't really want to wait a long time for it to come in, so I'm actually going to just use a different foundation. We'll fast forward through that part and then we'll go into the next products. So I ended up putting on the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation, and I can see that it made that very dewy, but it also applied on top of primer so easily and nicely. It was amazing, so I really liked that part. That was really enjoyable. It was really easy to blend over and just smooth everything out, and I feel like it was definitely because of the primer. So the next product I have is a concealer. This is the Essence Camouflage Plus Matte Concealer. It says it's waterproof and tattoo covering, and I'm using the shade Light Ivory 20 is what it says. Now the thing is, I actually purchased 30 because I was going to try and use 30 as a foundation. I was just going to smear this all over my face because obviously it says it's very full coverage, but when I tested this on my face, the shade difference between these two was insane. Okay, it was insane. It was a big difference, and this one oxidized a lot. I didn't notice it as much with this one, so we're gonna use this one, and that is why I chose to not use this one or use that one as a foundation. It applies really easily. concealer. I don't feel like it's the best concealer I've ever used, but it definitely did cover. And it looks really nice. I can't tell if it says it's supposed to be matte. Maybe it's because of the foundation and the primer that it's definitely not matte right now. So I think we'll wait just a second and let it see if it sets down at all. Sorry, I keep on getting like product on my upper lip and it makes it look crazy. So we'll wait just a second for that to set down, and I'm gonna do the brows in the process. So I purchased this Essence Superlast 24-hour eyebrow pomade pencil, and it says it's waterproof. So I ended up getting the shade dark brown. I was between dark brown and I think it was like medium brown or something, but I ended up getting dark brown because that's the shade that I felt like I was a little bit close to. It also has this really weird little tip. I doubt you guys can see that. It's almost like a, I can't think of what to describe it like. It's like rubber or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we're just gonna try and do the brows with this. So I'm gonna start by using this little piece and see if we can kind of comb through the brows. And then we're gonna go in with the pencil. I feel like this is gonna be too dark, but it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to use a spoolie. So I'm gonna use this little e.l.f. brush, which is the eyebrow duo brush. This is a special edition one, but they do carry it like throughout the year. Not gonna lie to you, I really don't know if it's doing anything. I feel like it is. I feel like that made a difference. But also have really thick brows. I mean, I don't hate this thing. It's just kind of awkward. I actually think I like this brown pencil though. It's kind of nice. Also, I realized that it comes with a sharpener too. So if you pull that out, it has a little sharpener, which is very inventive. I'm just gonna brush through with an actual spoolie again on this side. I actually really like those brows. Who knew? Okay, so next thing, I do not have an eyebrow gel. The reason being, this is probably a pretty bad reason, is I just recently bought this one, which is the e.l.f. Clear Brow and Lash Mascara, and this is like literally the same thing as the clear one that they have. So I did not purchase that one because this one's actually cheaper. So, sorry. I've actually tested that one before and these perform almost exactly the same. So that's why I was like, I'm not gonna buy a brand new one. There's no reason for that. So I'm gonna use the brow side. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna test out is powder. And I'm actually really excited about this. This is the Essence, the Brighten Up Banana Powder. And so I saw this online when I was looking on their website, and this actually looked a lot darker, but it's actually really light, which is really, really nice. So I'm gonna use an Ecotools brush. I'll have all the brushes and things like that down below. So I'm just gonna set the under eyes with that. And I'm not applying anything to the eyelids for a reason. I do have a product that's gonna go on the eyelids, okay? And next I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush. This is like a massive brush, and I'm gonna like apply this all over the face. Okay, it's definitely very mattifying. So I'm gonna apply very little all over the rest of the face because I don't really want to hide all of the shine. I just want some of it to be kind of minimalized. Okay, y'all can see my brow moved. I get a little crazy with the powder sometimes. Okay. So far, I actually kind of like that. Oh, it feels really smooth. It feels like it set everything and just buffed it out. Anyway, that's really pretty. Okay, so I think we're gonna go ahead and finish up the face because the eyes, I doubt that they're gonna be really crazy intense. So I'm gonna go in. So y'all, this is a massive bronzer. Okay, look how big this is. Like, it's bigger than my palm. The only thing that I did not like about this is it only came in 2 shades and they were almost identical. So this is supposed to be for lighter skin, and it has this really pretty like pattern inside of it. But this is supposed to be for lighter skin, and they have one for darker skin. I almost got the darker one because I don't feel like this is gonna do that much, but it was worth a try, and that's what this video is all about. Also, it smells really good. It smells like sunscreen, but like in a good sunscreen way. And so this is called the Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. And they also had a luminous one that I almost tried, but the person I was with was like, I prefer matte bronzers. I think you should go with the matte one. And I was like, yeah, true. So yeah, we're gonna go in with this. I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush. I have to transfer to a smaller brush because I'm not sure if this is even gonna do anything. It's doing a little bit of something. Recently been loving this brush for bronzer. This is actually like a powder brush, but I just love it. Let's see. Getting anything? It just smells really good. So let's see if we can layer some more on. I don't feel like it's looking bad at all. It actually looks kind of nice. I feel like this would definitely be more of a summer bronzer, not as much of a winter, considering it's January, but I actually kind of like it. It's very soft. Like, it's not going to cause a ton of color change, but I feel like it causes enough for it to be kind of like a natural look. Definitely gonna be really nice for the summer because you can just kind of throw this on and it's gonna look really natural. So next, I'm really excited about this product because I have heard of this before. Now, why is this one so much smaller? Does anybody, like, that's really weird. Like, this one's like really tiny in comparison to the other one. Anyway, so I'm using the Satin Touch blush in the shade Satin Love. I think the shade that I've heard people talk about is called Baby Doll. I could be making that up and it could be a completely different blush, but this one has a really pretty pattern in there too. But I'm really excited about this one because I believe I've heard really good things about these. Always tap off your brush. Gotta make sure I don't look crazy because sometimes when I do my makeup on camera, the colors do not translate the same way in real life. That is really pretty. I'm gonna take my powder brush and just kind of like buff over that a little bit. Just to kind of blend everything together. That's like really pretty. Okay, so the next thing that I'm really excited about, but it's something that I have used before, is the Essence Pure Nude Highlight. I have mine in the shade 10B My Highlight. I've used this, it's very used, and I haven't barely even made a dent in it. This is a product that I recommend all of you go purchase just to say you have it. It's so good, and it's like a very natural highlight, but it just adds the perfect amount of glow every single time. I might have used this in another video, I'm not even sure anymore. But, oh, do you see that? Instant, just natural, healthy glow. And I really like that about this. About all of it, really. So good. Okay, so next I think we're ready to go into the eyes, and I think I'm really excited about this part because of all of the products that I got to go on the eyes. I'm super excited. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in, and then we're gonna go into the eyes. So the first product is this. This is the I Heart Color Intensifying Eyeshadow Base. And I'm actually really excited. What is the other one called? There's another version of this that I saw, but I decided to go with this one because it looked like it would be better suited for my skin tone. I'm so excited to try this. I've seen this in the store a lot and thought about buying it because it's really cheap, but I didn't. Also, I wish that I had my receipt to show you guys how much all of this cost. Oh, and I ended up getting a deal on it because I had a gift card because I had bought something else and it broke. And they did not have any more in the 2 stores that I went to. So I ended up just returning it, and I'm gonna buy it online. But I wanted to go ahead and use my gift card that day. So I went ahead and purchased all of this makeup, and I got a little bit of a deal because of that. Okay, so there's that, which I actually am really liking that. I don't feel like it's a ton of color, but I wonder when it dries down if it's going to really add that security. Okay, so the next thing, I'm really excited about this. This is called the Spice Up Your Life eyeshadow palette. And I've seen this a ton of times, but it's so pretty and it reminds me of fall, even though it's January. But this was the only one that I really liked. So, and I think this was like $9.99 or something like that, something weird. Anyway, something very affordable. So it says it's 20, I don't know, I guess that's the shade, like out of all of theirs. 20 Spice Up Your Life eyeshadow palette, a perfect range of 16 blending, crease, accent, and lid colors. Create any look you like with a long-lasting and highly pigmented formula. Colors inspired by spices from around the world. So I actually really liked that, and when I opened it up, first of all, it's so beautiful, but when I opened it up, I realized that like a lot of the shades really are like spices. So you got pumpkin spice, this one's called Cha Cha Sriracha, hot chili, mulled wine, party thyme, curry in a hurry, spiced apple cider. So they're all like really cute names, and I'm really excited to test out these shades. So I'm gonna go in, start with Vanilla Bean to set this eyeshadow primer down. I'm trying to make sure it's like fully dry. A little bit of kickback, but she's never had any problem with that before. Actually really doesn't bother me. Just always tap off your brush. So that's actually quite pigmented. Like that really helped the primer just kind of buff out. Sorry, I had a hair on my face. Okay, so the next shade we're gonna go in with, okay, there aren't a ton of matte shades in here, so I think I'm gonna go in, I actually think I'm gonna use our bronzer really quick. That's actually a little hack. If you don't have a transition shade in any of your, like if you don't have a transition shade in your palette, just go in with your bronzer, and that just adds that little bit of something that you need in order for the other shades to blend on top. I'm just gonna do that really quick because I don't want it to get too intense too quickly. Okay, so I just applied a little bit of that. You probably can't even see it, but I just applied a little bit. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna go in with Coco Loco. I'm just gonna tap into that one. I'm not really sure how pigmented these are gonna be. Okay, so that one did not have as much kickback as the first one. It's not very pigmented, but it's like not awful either. It's not the worst shadow I've ever used. I'm not gonna lie, LA colors, like the ones from the Dollar Tree, they can be pretty rough. You can find some hidden gems, but you can also find some flops. Just gonna kind of buff that in the crease. And I'm applying a little bit to the outer corner just because that's kind of what I always do. It's actually really nice and pretty. It's very light. So the next shade that I think I'm going to use, I really want to try out this Mold Wine color. That one right there. Like I'm kind of feeling like a pinkier look today, but I'm not really sure. I'm just kind of going with it. Okay, that definitely transformed what we were going for, which I really like that. Actually really pretty color. Okay, I like that. So I think next I'm gonna go in with this shade called Spiced Apple Cider. I'm gonna go in with this one on my finger because I think I'm kind of feeling something soft. I don't think I'm gonna apply, I was gonna apply cinnamon rolls to the end, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. Because, oh, I forgot we're applying liner today. I have a liner in here today. Oh, it's actually not the color that I was expecting that shade to be, but I'm not mad at it. It's actually really pretty. Very light, nice. Okay, so next I'm going to apply, I actually think I'm gonna apply like a shimmer shade to the outer corner. So I'm gonna apply this shade that's called Wild Pepper. I'm gonna apply this on a fluffy brush. I'm not getting a ton of kickback now. Like, I think so far the only one shade has given me a lot of kickback. Being very powdery. So I take back my comment of this being super powdery. Okay, I got a little patchy there. But that could have been me. Oh, I think it's my eyeball. Or maybe it's not, I'm not sure. But y'all can see that I was like blending it outwards and it really wasn't going. Could be my eyeball though, because it looks like it's fine on that side. I don't know. Okay, so since we already have our foundation and everything on, I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit to the lower lash line. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Coco Loco. I don't really go crazy on my lower lash line. I just kind of apply a couple shades to keep everything kind of seamless. So, and then I'm gonna use Mold Wine again, just kind of on the outer bits. Okay, I actually really like that. Okay, so I am gonna test out an eyeliner, which is very unusual for me, but I've heard really good things about their eyeliners, and that's why I decided to test this one out. So this is the eyeliner pen. It says it's waterproof. It says waterproof eyeliner pen for precise, long-lasting, smudge-proof, and then it says ophthalmologically tested. Lord have mercy. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go off of camera because I'm really bad at applying eyeliner and come back and let you guys know if I liked this. Okay, so we're back with the eyeliner on. It's not a huge difference, but I really liked this eyeliner. It was very easy to apply. I think at first I was working too hard and I was trying to use like the whole thing, when really and truly it's easiest to work with like just the tip. So anyway, I actually really liked this and will continue to use this when I want to use eyeliner. And also it's very matte and it's very black. So I really liked that. So next is another product that I have tested out before, but I really loved it and I was really excited to actually purchase it again for this video. So this is the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara with Lengthening Fibers. So let's see. So I believe it's Tati who talks about this a lot. But it's just really lengthening, really nice curl, really nice volume, and it's really cheap. So okay, so now we have mascara applied to the top and the lower lash line. I got a little bit on my face, but you guys can see I really like the effect that it has on my lashes. I'm definitely gonna have to play around with it a little bit more because I'm not as good at applying it as I used to be, but it's totally fine. So the next thing is lips. So this is another product that I already had because I went to go purchase a lip product and it was like really expensive for some reason. It was like $10 for this lip product and I was like, no, I think we're gonna use the one that I already have. So this is the matte, or these are the matte lipsticks. And this is in a shade 02 Perfect Match. Also did not think about the fact that this lipstick might not match this eyeshadow look, but it's okay. I think it does. Okay, so that's the lip product. So that wraps up the end of this video. So I'm gonna run back through and kind of tell you guys the things that I really did like. So let's see, I am going to continue to test this powder, but I'm pretty sure I really like this. I'm not sure about this. I will update you guys in the summer and tell you if I really like this because it's a little bit, one, lighter, but two, warmer than I normally would prefer. So I'm not sure about this one, but I really did like this powder. The blush was everything everyone has talked about. I actually really liked this. I love the color of this one as well. It's very natural, very, you know, goes with anything. I'm excited to test out this eyeliner a lot more, but I really liked the way it applied today. The primer, I already know I'm gonna like this. I really love the way my skin looks. I love how it made my skin feel when I first applied it, so I'm excited to test this out a lot more. The brow product, I don't really think there's anything that I didn't like. I think everything went really smoothly. The only thing is the concealer. I wish, one, they had more shades, and two, I wish that the shade gaps weren't as big because this is gonna be way too dark. But I'm glad I tested it on my hand before the video because that would have caused a big disaster. But I don't feel like this concealer is my favorite of all time, but it definitely isn't bad. And if you're on a budget, I don't know if I would recommend it quite yet, but it's not bad. Of course, the Essence Pure Nude Highlight. Everyone should go pick this up. 100% recommend. It is just gorgeous and everyone will love this. Also, I meant to mention, they have darker shades of this. So if you have deeper skin, they have, what is it called? I believe it's called Be My Sunlight. And it's much more golden and a little bit deeper. So even if you have darker skin tones, this would definitely work for you. And I really like the eyeshadow palette. I'm definitely gonna have to play around with it more, and I might save it until a little bit closer to the fall. But so far it created a really beautiful eyeshadow look, and I'm excited to play around with it a lot more. And I think that's everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave. Ring that bell to be notified every Saturday at 10 a.m. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.